Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Join late.
Sir, yes, sir. I got 10 to 12 minutes late because
Okay.
it was
See,
raining, right, sir? It is raining right
okay.
now, so it's network
Mhm.
low.
We are revising that mitosis and meiosis again because few students they want to understand again. Okay. So mitosis is the type of cell division. Cell division takes place in somatic cell, somatic cell and stem cell. Okay. In which okay, number of chromosome again someone is in waiting room, in which number of chromosome remains same, means number of chromosome does not change. That means 2n 2n, okay, 2n is the set of chromosome. Okay, when the
It will,
2n, huh,
it
2n,
will remain the same.
yes, so next the daughter cell will also have 2n set of chromosome.
Yes.
Yes, so here also 2n in parent cell. This is the parent cell. Okay, and this one is the daughter cell. So both the cell, parent cell and daughter cell, so both the cell have equal number of chromosome, means 2n. This is called as beta mitosis, and mitosis completes in, like, every cell division they take place in two steps. Number one, first step is called as karyokinesis, and second step is called as cytokinesis. Karyokinesis, here that karyon means nucleus, okay, and
Is
kinesis
it the
means division.
formation of nucleus?
Not like this. See, kinesis means the division. So nuclear division takes place in karyokinesis. Okay, so it is called as nuclear division. Okay, that
In
nuclear,
Yes, sir.
cytokinesis, the whole cell divides.
huh?
In cytokinesis, the whole cell divides.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And the second step, cytokinesis, is the cytoplasmic division. That cyto means cytoplasm. Okay, so it is cytoplasmic division.
Sir, can you explain those four stages of cardiac?
Yes, we will cover each point one by one in detail. Don't worry. Okay, so first, the karyokinesis completes in four steps: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. This is only the overview. We are going to cover full mitosis. Don't worry. Okay, and cytokinesis, it takes place differently in plant and animal. So in plant cell, okay, here at the, see, once the karyokinesis complete, after that we are getting like two nucleus in a cell, like this. Okay, so here we have first cell. Okay, it is going to divide, first nuclear division. So first nuclear elongation takes place like this, and further state nucleus becomes like this, and in later stage we have two nucleus in a cell like this. After that, okay, in plant cell, the intercellular septum, from here it is being formed, and it becomes, or it grows toward the equatorial region, and finally two cells are formed here. It is in case of plant. But in case of animal, instead of intercellular septum, here notch is formed. This is called as notch, N-O-T-C-H. It is CH, notch. Okay, so notch means the cell at the center becomes little deeper from the center over here. Okay, that deepened part again becomes more deeper, and finally that cytoplasm divided into two parts, hence two cells are formed. So this takes place in case of animal. Okay, so now we are going to understand complete mitosis in detail. Okay, everyone, this is only the overview of the mitosis.
So, like, can you explain again the cytokinesis of plant and animal?
Okay, see, mitosis. It takes place in somatic cell. Here it is given already, somatic cell. Okay, and stem cell. Stem cells are regenerative cell. Huh? Don't forget that it is stem cells are regenerative cell. Regenerative cell. And somatic cell means all the cell present in our body which are responsible for growth and the formation of organ. All type of cell are called as somatic cell except germ cell and stem cell. Okay. Mitosis completes through the two main steps. We have already gone through that. One is called karyokinesis and other is called cytokinesis. So first we are going to understand karyokinesis. So karyokinesis is what? Nuclear division. Nuclear division. Okay, nuclear division completes in 4 steps. Okay, 4 steps. Number 1 we have prophase. So we have named here as A. So prophase. So first we have to understand what happens in prophase stage. So in prophase, see here we have the normal cell. Huh? This is the normal cell beta. From here, the cell division process starts. First karyokinesis. So for karyokinesis, we are going to understand first process called prophase. So in prophase, condensation of basically thin thread like chromosomes start. Okay, suppose here we have the cell, here we have the nucleus, here nucleolus, and here we have the chromatin fiber, the thread like DNA. Okay, the thread like DNA start condensing. Okay, and it forms chromosome beta. Okay, it forms chromosome. So due to this, they become short. Okay, see, condensation takes place here. That means that genetic material called DNA or chromatin fiber becomes short because it condenses and becomes thick. Okay, if it becomes short and thick, so it start appearing. Okay, and they start to appear along with their pair of sister chromatids. Sister chromatids means these are the arms are called as chromatids. They are arms. Arms of chromosomes are called as chromatids. Centriole duplicates and each centriole, see, at the in the cell outer nucleus, here we have centriole. Here we have centriole. That centriole splits. Okay, centriole will split. Okay, see, here we have beta that centriole here, as you can see here. This is the centriole. Okay, and here we have that chromatin fiber, but it is not appear. But when start condensation, see here you can see that chromosome 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that centriole splits into 2 parts. Okay, will split into 2 parts, and each part travel toward the polar region of the cell. Okay, that centriole is going to split into 2 parts, and each part is going to travel toward the polar end of the cell. Means one is on upper side and one is on lower side, and moves to opposite poles of the cell. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts disappear. Okay, so here nuclear membrane and that nucleolus starts disappearing. Man, you won't be able to see that because it disappears. Okay, okay everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is all about prophase. So what happens in prophase? Here first condensation of chromatin fiber takes place into chromosome. So chromosome becomes short and thick and it starts appear. Simultaneously nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts disappear. So this is all about prophase. And the centriole split into 2 parts and each part travel toward the polar region of the cell. Understood?
So, like, can you scroll up once?
Okay. Understood everyone? Okay, so now we are going to understand the next step called metaphase. We are going to understand now metaphase. This is the second step of mitosis. So what happens in metaphase? See, here in prophase, there are 2 processes started. Which one? Disappearing of nuclear membrane and nucleolus. So here they will complete. Okay, so nuclear membrane completely disappear in metaphase. See, there is no nuclear membrane will present, means you won't be able to see separate nucleus inside the cell. Chromosome completes their condensation, and second step, the condensation of chromatin fiber into chromosome, it completes in metaphase beta. It starts in prophase and completes in metaphase, and become clearly visible along with the sister chromatid. Okay, and sister chromatid means the arms of chromosomes are clearly visible in metaphase. All chromosomes are arranged parallel to the equatorial plane. Suppose here we have the cell, okay, and all chromosomes will arranged in equatorial plane like this, parallel of the equatorial plane. Okay, and what will happen next? Okay,
Sir, like in the center?
yes, this is the equatorial plane beta. Okay, so here all the chromosome will appear in the parallel to each other. As you can see here, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, here also and here also. Okay, next, central plane is called as equatorial plane of the cell, and special, see here that centriole which was splitted into two part, and each part was traveling toward the polar region, right? So from there, fiber hair like projection will start from there. Okay, so special type of flexible protein fiber, they are nothing but the protein fiber called spindle fiber, are formed between the centromere of each chromosome and both the centriole. Okay, suppose this is the cell. I'm just drawing a rough diagram here, and here we have chromosome like this, here also. Okay, and here we have the centriole, and these are the spindle fibers like this. It will start from the centriole, which passes through the centromere of the chromosome like this. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
next. So this process takes place in metaphase beta. So this is all about metaphase. Okay, now next step is called as anaphase. In anaphase, centromere split. See, now that spindle fiber will going to split chromosome into two part like this. Okay, so chromosome will break down from here, and it will appear like the bunch of the pair of banana. Okay, as you can see here, will split beta here, and the chromosome will get pulled toward the polar end of the cell with the help of spindle fiber. Okay, so
So like it
thereby,
is attached to a spindle fiber?
yes, and chromosome, see, chromosome was like this.
Yes, sir. Like they
Yes,
were
so
in
it will,
pairs and they were separate.
yeah, it will split from here. So chromosome will become like this now. Okay, and this will get pulled toward the polar end with the help of spindle fiber. Okay, split, and thereby sister chromatid. Sister chromatid means these are the arms of the chromosome, are called as sister chromatid of each chromosome, separate, and they are pulled apart in opposite direction, means toward the polar region with the help of spindle fiber. So this part of the chromosome will again going to travel toward the polar region over here. Okay, next, separate sister chromatid are called as daughter chromosome. Okay, so this is the parent chromosome. Okay, and when it is going to split into two parts, so they are called as daughter chromosome. Next, chromosome being pulled appear like bunch of bananas. See, they are appears like bunch of bananas. Okay, in this way, each set of chromosome reaches to two opposite pole of the cell. So this will reach at the polar region of the cell, two opposite pole of the cell. So suppose here we have the cell. Okay, so this chromosome will reach on the polar region like this. Okay, next is called a beta telophase. Very important, telophase. the chromosome which have reached at opposite pole of the cell now start decondensation. Okay, see, condensation was took place in first step, and in last step again decondensation takes place. So suppose here we have the cell. Okay, here we have the chromosomes, here also on both the end. Okay, so these chromosome will start decondensation, and simultaneously nuclear membrane, see, they are starting decondensation like this here also. Okay, so their nuclear membrane will form around each pole. Okay, and finally we will have two nucleus in a cell, two nucleus like this. Okay, and again nucleolus will also start appearing there. Nucleolus will also start appear. That means we have now two nucleus in a cell. So this is called as karyokinesis. Okay, due to which they again become thread like, thin and invisible. So they will again become invisible. Nuclear membrane is formed around each set of chromosome reached at the pole.
So they become chromatin again.
Yes. They will convert into chromatin fiber, means DNA again.
Yes.
Thus, two daughter nuclei are formed. See, two daughter nuclei means two small nucleus will form in a cell. Okay. Nucleolus also appears in each daughter chromosome. So here nucleolus is again going to appear like this. Okay, this is the chromatin fiber. Here we have the nucleolus. So now we have completed nuclear division here. Okay, so in this way karyokinesis completes and cytokinesis begins from here. Okay, next, see, that case, in case of plant beta, see, this was nothing but a single cell, but here, wait a second, let me draw here. Suppose this is the single cell having two nucleus. In next step, that like cell membrane will going
It
to,
will stretch and it will tear and become two.
yeah, like this. Okay, so that particular dipper region is called beta notch.
So this is for animal cells,
Yes,
right?
yes, it is for animal cell. Yes. Okay, and next stage, this notch becomes more deeper like this. Okay, and finally it split into two cells like this. So we have two daughter cells. So this is in case of plant, animal, but in case of plant, so I'm using the coloring, so it will become separate. Okay, so suppose this is now in case of plant. So from here in next stage, intercellular septum will form. Here we have nucleus, and here intercellular septum will form. This is called an intercellular septum. In next stage, that intercellular septum becomes more in length and will grow toward the equatorial region of the cell. And finally, it divides cell into two parts like this, and it will form two cells like this. So this is in case of plant. Ritvik, understood? Okay, next. Is it Ritvik or who asked that again? Me? Yes.
Sir, what, sir? Can you repeat?
Lalita Ditya, I think. Na? Who
Yes,
asked?
I asked. I got understood, sir.
Okay, understood. Na? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is all about the cytokinesis. Let's discuss from notes now. The cytoplasm divide by cytokinesis. See, cytoplasmic division is called as cytokinesis, and two new cells are formed which are called as daughter cells. So they are daughter cells. They are daughter cells, and that cells are called as parent cell. Parent cell. Okay, parent cell and daughter cell. Okay. In this process, notch is formed. See, notch, N-O-T-C-H, is formed at the equatorial plane of the cell, which deepens gradually, and thereby two new cells are formed. So this is in case of animal. Huh? This is in case of animal. However, in case of plant, the cell instead of notch, instead of notch, notch is not going to form. The cell plate, it is also called as intercellular septum or
Sir,
cell
like a
plate.
separation forms right inside
Yes,
the cell
yes,
for plant.
yes, yes, yes. So it is called as intercellular septum, or you can say the cell plate is formed exactly along the middle of the cell, and thus cytokinesis is completed. Okay, so this is all about the mitosis. So mitosis is essential for the growth of the body. Besides, it is necessary for the restoration of the emaciated body, wound healing, formation of the blood cell, etc. Mitosis is important. So now I want, if you have any kind of doubt related to the mitosis, you can ask the question now.